of the landscape, symbolizing the strength of the natural beauty of Pakistan's ecosystem. The emerald and silver gems in her jewelry reflect the royalty that has graced the lands of Pakistan, stemming back to the grand empires that have contributed to the culture, class, and power of Pakistan. Miss Grand Pakistan. Miss Grand Panama. Contadora's thick sea foam blends into the white sand beaches and unmistakable sunsets. Those red and orange sunsets that captivate its visitors. This spectacular creation features a mix of metallic and pearl tones, a creation of renowned Panamanian designer Cesar de Castro. Miss Grand Panama. Miss Grand Paraguay. This vibrant, colorful representation symbolizes courage, love, and tolerance through a kind, sweet, and peaceful Paraguayan Guarani goddess in the most iconic fabric of Paraguay, the Nanduti. Miss Grand Paraguay. By the most elegant bird of the Peruvian Amazon, wasting elegance, strength, but above all, grace and grace in its plumage. It is a glam and colorful style within an allegory towards the aves of their Amazon. Miss Grand Peru. Inspired by the Peru Festival held in Dasmariñas, Cavite City in the Philippines every 26th of November, which symbolizes the transformation of the city over the years. The festival depicts in a parade of costumed street dancers the metamorphosis of the butterfly, much to what is happening in the city and in the Philippines. Miss Grand Philippines. Miss Grand Portugal. Viriato was a Lusitanian leader who faced the expansion of Rome in Hispania in the southwestern territory of the Iberian Peninsula in the Lusitanian Wars. He was not a hereditary chief, but chosen for being the one who possessed the greatest leadership skills among the barbarians and the most prone to daring danger. Miss Grand Portugal. Miss Grand Puerto Rico. Goddess Acabe. She is the female entity representing the earth, the spirit of the sun, and the spirit of all horizontal water, lakes, streams, the sea, and sea tides. This deity was one of the most important for the native tribes that inhabited the Caribbean islands of the Antilles, mainly in Puerto Rico. The colors represent the sea, the sun, and the grandeur of Puerto Rican women. Miss Grand Puerto Rico. Miss Grand Russia. This costume is based on the fairy tales of the Ural writer Pavel Bazov. He draws his idea from the appearance of the beautiful Morpho butterfly against the backdrop of the largest Russian lake by car. The image of a mysterious blue-winged creature conceals many secrets and reminders that every girl around the world is unique and beautiful, and each brings kindness and pure love, sincerity and tenderness to this azure world. Miss Grand Russia. Miss Grand Siberia. Siberia is one of the coldest and snowiest countries in the world. It is covered with snow for about 7 to 9 months a year, and 1/4 of the territory of Siberia lies north of the Arctic Circle, where you can watch the northern lights. The national costume conveys the colors and the feeling of the snowy nature of Siberia. The whole image is presented in the national style. Gazelle, Miss Grand Siberia. Miss Grand South Africa. It always seems impossible until it's done. The wise words of one of their late legendary leaders, Nelson Mandela. The costume is a symbol of a multiracial, multicultural team working together to show that they are stronger together. The green symbolizes growth, renewal, and rebirth, and the gold symbolizes strength and resilience, which is what South Africa is. Miss Grand South Africa. Miss Grand Spain. Green, the color of the forests, which arises as a result of all the various tree species from the forest of the Lurisilva. Golden shades are also dominant, symbolizing sun rays passing through its branches. The special glow coming from their forests is the key to this fantasy. The infinite placement of glass pieces, strategically placed from the roots to the top of the tree, is what gives that special touch. Miss Grand Spain. Miss Grand Sri Lanka. The concept of the Kandi Ansari is a modest but womanly piece of art. The Sinhalese culture values the Kandyan sari as the most elegant and versatile attire a woman can wear. The key feature of this sari is that the midriff is covered with a longer blouse. The Kandyan sari is still worn by Sri Lankan brides, although a white wedding dress is another common outfit for reception ceremonies in this culture. Miss Grand Sri Lanka. Miss Grand Sweden. In Sweden, December is the darkest and coldest season of the year. On December the 13th, Lucia is celebrated all around Sweden. With light in her hair and with a singing choir, she comes with a hope for a brighter future. Lucia symbolizes love and joy. The costume is inspired by Sweden's cold days with snow, but under the cold hides a beautiful Lucia with light in her hair. Here she comes walking with the hope of a brighter future and love. Miss Grand Sweden. Miss Grand Thailand. The Ramayana literature, presented in the form of the is ornately decorated with crystals, conveying the strength of the giant through the wearer. The national costume is applied to the puppetry of Hanuman in the pose of Kunloi Korn. It is considered an invaluable cultural heritage of Thailand. Miss Grand Thailand. Miss Grand United States of America. Breast cancer awareness. Meaning behind raising awareness for breast cancer is because being a woman and having the amazing platform of Miss Grand United States, costume stands for all the strong women across the globe fighting cancer. We must support the fighters, admire the survivors, remember the angels, and never give up hope. Together, we are tougher than cancer. Miss Grand United States of America. Miss Grand Venezuela. Divinity and beauty emerges from the waters of the Apure River. The rebirth of the innocence, purity, and beauty of the female gender. With the strength of the serpent in a wonderful fantasy full of magical realism, which represents Deidad Apayakua in a work of embroidery in crystals, representing the femininity and beauty that the national orchid possesses in lilac colors. Miss Grand Venezuela. Miss Grand Vietnam. The Blue Angel, which is inspired by the medical frontliners' protective clothing. They also wanted to create something special and proudly represent Vietnam. This costume is to honor their medical frontliners across the country, who are the true heroes in this fight. The costume goes with the message, with the Blue Angels' power, they will win this game. Coronavirus, it's time for you to leave. Miss Grand Vietnam.
Miss Grand Perfume, Show DC Retail and Entertainment Mega Complex, T2M Insurance Broker, Telephone Clinic, AG Advanced Technology Public Company Limited, Australia by NOV, Dase, One Smart Store, Vivarka, Lady Audrey, Thai Vietjet Air, Prince Hospital, Suvarnabhumi, Thai Brasserie, Kalanam Vine Heading House, Conquier, Rancita, Simba Not Me by Coco, and Kunia. I would like to remind you that we have another challenge for all of you to have your favorite contestant to get closer to the crown by voting on Star notification *789 on your iOS or Android phone. Download the application right now and follow the voting instruction. It is an easy way to have your girl to get into the top 10 on the final show. So please don't forget to vote for them. We will have the preliminary competition on 2nd December from 7 p.m. And Miss Grand International 2021 on final show will be held on 4 December 7th and 7th. Those events are also being held here at Show DC Hall. You can watch all our shows live on Grand TV YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us and push the notification on all of our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You won't miss any of Miss Grand International.